All right, here we go. We'll just wing it.
Yeah.
There we go. 3, 2, 1. DJ Jazzy Jeff, y'all.
Yeah.
I don't even know what else to say, man.
Brother Bonics, how are you, man?
Can I be a fan first?
Hey, man, you listen, you're a friend first, so
right,
you
thank
can do
you.
whatever you want.
Well, I'm going to be a fan first. I'm going to take it back to 99, Ghetto versus Active in Philly, and you did like a little showcase with Cash Money.
Yeah.
And at the end of it, I had my little Polaroid, and I was like, Jeff, can I take a picture with you? And you said, hurry up, kid. And but nah, man, you are inspiration for a hell of a lot of DJs. Fast forward to a decade and some change later, I'm competing at the Red Bull 3 style in Pittsburgh against some big names and big peers, and you're the judge.
Yeah.
And I won it that day, and I played an edit, and Jeff was like, yo, what was that? Bomb, Sister Nancy, Notorious Big edit. I was like, I'll send it to you, da-da-da-da. And then, I caught you in Philly playing it one time. Like, I didn't know I was there. I was like, oh, my God, this is crazy. But just to have you here at Hardin and kind of even after the weird COVID years and just like your whole career and everything, just to have you here today is thank you for the time.
Man, I'm happy to be here.
It's amazing, man. How's it feel to, first of all, we're in Las Vegas. What's Las Vegas mean to you? All this time you're an entertainer, so I'm sure you've had years here in Las Vegas.
Yeah, I did. It's funny because I'm out here doing this I Love the 90s show at the Palms, and I had an 11-year residency at the Palms with me and AM.
Oh, that's
like,
right.
Those were the glory years,
right.
man. We had a ball out here.
Were you dragging vinyl out then those years, or was
no?
that
No. We were. Thank God we were on Serato because I don't know if I could have did that.
Right.
But it was really, really a lot of fun. But coming out here, it was a throwback. Just how different things were, and going back to the Palms, and I haven't been in the Palms in 10 plus years,
right.
And no one who works there still works
right.
there.
Well, 10 years ago, the Palm, and I think it's on its upswing again. But then that was like MTV, like it was the Palms, and so good memories here in Vegas. I've never seen AM live, and the one time I went to go see him was the weekend. I was here that weekend with actually DJ Nugget, and I saw with my own eyes that day where they just lit the A and the M because he was supposed to play that Palms. And I actually, the day I was going to see him was the day he passed, which to me, I always kind of wrote my own story about that, meaning like that meant something to me because, I got to, as a person from Philly, to continue his legacy. So, hands down, I always say, even though I got my wings in Pittsburgh, like Philly DJs really, they're the best in the world. That's what I got to say. So, man. So what I wanted to talk to you about, because I don't think I've ever seen a lot of interviews about this, is just, you came to check out Hardin today. And first of all, what'd you think about the shop?
Amazing, like mind blowing. Just on a higher level, on a higher or a different perspective.
Right.
The educational perspective really, really blew me away because, I think a lot of people, look at cannabis one way and not understand the medical benefits.
Right.
And especially when someone can break down the medical benefits. It's great. Everybody wants to go to a doctor's office and you say, my shoulder hurts, and they say, well, do this and this, and it's good. So
I don't think people maybe look at you and be like, yo, Jeff smokes mad weed or anything like that. But like, just as cannabis as a creative, how does that help you?
Listen, from a creative side, I love it because it gives me different viewpoints.
Right.
And especially different strands, different viewpoints, different times.
Right.
I really enjoy opening up a part of my brain that I probably wouldn't do if I wasn't, to see what comes out. And it's even, more incredible, when I'm not taking anything, to listen to what I've done.
Right.
Because that's when I can say, I would have never did that.
I love that.
Oh, man, I did that? Oh, man, that's great. So
what was like, I guess we're showing our age a little bit, but what was that like early in the industry for you? Was weed around? Was Will smoking weed? Was like, you don't got to throw
Well,
them out
it's
there,
funny.
But, what was that like?
I was saying, I smoked when I was in high school. And the year I graduated high school, I have no idea. My grandmother asked me not to smoke, And I did not smoke for about 15 years.
Wow.
I just went through this thing that I didn't smoke.
Right.
But it was just something about going out and getting a drink and how I felt the next morning, I did not like. Like, it got to the point that I was just kind of like, yo, I can't trade a good day for a bad day.
Right.
So, you know, a friend of mine gave me a joint, and I had a, you know, in case of emergency, break glass. Somebody got on my nerves one day, and I broke the glass, and I was just like, this is the greatest day of my life.
I love that. I love
and
that.
And I woke up great, refreshed. I was just like, yeah, I'm cool.
Do you have a ritual, though? Do you like a blunt?
Nah,
do you like a paper,
you know
bong, bowl, edibles?
You know what's funny? I mean, I'm a big edibles person. But I treat cannabis like a person who collects wine.
Oh.
Like, I am not by far the stoner. I am the effects, and I'm kind of like,
use it as a tool.
Like I got a lot of tools.
Right. I love that.
I'm you know, I want, you got a wine cellar, I want a weed cellar.
I like that. Do you find like are the jazzy joints coming? The magnificent strain? What's happening?
I'm working it out. You know, some brand new funk or brand new skunk. Understand? I said that. You know,
like that.
So just, you know, it is something that I am very excited to look at the world. You know, kind of look at it very different now. You know, and understand that. You know, there was something behind the curtain that they weren't trying to let you see.
That's the truth. That's the truth. I love that. And you know, let's talk about how many years in DJing now.
Oh man, you know what's funny? I don't even count.
You don't count.
I am 58 years old.
Right.
I've been doing this since I was 10 years old. I know. Wow. It's crazy, but you know, I think the thing that I realized is the people that rocked with me when I was 15 still rock with me now.
Right.
Like, and you know, I think people have a tendency of looking at it like music or playing music for people has to be genre specific.
Right.
You can kind of latch onto a genre and walk through the rest of your life with that genre, and it's great. You know, so I kind of,
because it speaks to someone.
Yeah,
right.
I kind of approached it like Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Right.
If my mom was an Earth, Wind, and Fire fan when she was a teenager, she's an Earth, Wind, and Fire fan now.
Right.
She ain't outgrow Earth, Wind, and Fire because she grew with Earth, Wind, and Fire. So I think my approach, you know, to DJing, and especially during the pandemic, because I really felt like the streaming aspect was really catered towards grown folk.
Right.
I didn't really see a lot of young people vibing on streams or even doing streams.
Right.
But I felt that it was a tap on the shoulder for the adults to kind of be like, yo, like, I got something, you know, because when you think about it, you know, I don't know too many 50-year-old people who want to go out to the club.
That's the
but
truth.
they probably still like DJs.
Right.
They probably still like music.
Right.
But if
it's just harder to be a part of that community at that age when you got kids and you're working. So like it just gives like a whole other.
If you can bring the community to your house, like, you are happy. Like, I realize that grown folk don't go out every week. They go out 4 times a year.
Right.
And they make the most out of them. Now, understand, I say they go out to an event 4 times a year. But you know what they do? They go on vacation. You know, they go see shows.
Right.
They go see plays. They just don't go to the club. Like, those 4 times a year is because somebody is throwing the I Love the 90s show.
Right.
You know, and you got all your favorite acts that you saw when you grow up. Those are the 4 times. But if you bring that shit to their living room every Friday night, they got a drink, they got a joint.
And you do it well, man.
Slide that shit to the side and they have a good time.
You got like, you got a camera that shows people watching and dancing. So it's just like super interactive, and it's cool seeing DJing kind of like elevate in that way, and you doing it, man. You know, we're taking our cues from you. When you told me to flip the hat, know, I went to the mall and I got that hat because you told me to flip the hat, and you told us how to DJ well with class. So if this is an opportunity at a place with a lot of flowers to give you your flowers, man, I really appreciate you. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. All the time that you've given us and the inspiration, and even to sit next to you as a friend.
Yeah, man.
And you know, I got the goosebumps, man, because honestly, big inspiration. So I appreciate you sitting down. It's great to actually have this conversation with someone, and you know, it's not just a weed conversation. A lot of people, I hope people understand the power that cannabis have. I don't know if you want to necessarily talk about this. Did cannabis help you at all when you were kind of going through your health thing at all, or like?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Like, you know, just my ability to sleep. You know, it's not just the creative side. Right. You know, it's kind of like sometimes as a creative, my brain is moving 1,000,000 miles an hour. You know, which is good sometimes in the studio, but when you walk out the studio and you sitting down, you know, with your wife, you don't really want your brain to go 1,000,000 miles. Right. So just to kind of level everything out, you know, it's so many health benefits. You know, I love that, from the creams and the, you know, just from inflammation and, you know, like I said, it was a bunch of stuff that they didn't want us to look behind the curtain.
And I mean, I guess I don't necessarily have to ask why, but I ask myself that all the time. Even coming down to, like, I've been telling people the benefits of drinking water from a copper pot. You know, like something that simple is like, why don't they just like tell us that this is like helps inflammation and do all this? But we know why. I mean, listen, we know why.
Exactly.
You know exactly. Well, I love it, Jeff. Thank you for stopping by, Hardin. Remember, this is your home as well.
Listen, don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. You just gave me some flowers, literally and figuratively.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, the magnificent DJ Jazzy Jeff. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it, man.